Hello, Days of Our Lives fans. Welcome back to our TV Days Drama Digest channel. If you've missed out on today's episode, you've come to the right place. We've got all the juicy details from April 24's episode of Days of Our Lives, and let me tell you, it was packed with drama, revelations, and emotional twists. So, grab your snacks and get comfortable because we're diving into the whirlwind that is Salem today. EJ's awakening and the beginning of his transformation. The day began at the hospital, where EJ DiMera, Daniel Furigal, awoke from his coma, but not without significant changes. His memories were still hazy, but one thing was clear: the man who had once been driven by revenge, power, and competition was no more. The coma seems to have altered him deeply. In his recovery, EJ is trying to forge a new path, one where he doesn't seek vengeance or fight against those around him. But as we know in Salem, change is never simple. EJ's decision to leave behind the ruthless persona of his past may seem genuine, but there's always that lingering question: can he truly keep his promise to stay better? His transformation, while impressive, is met with a mix of doubt and skepticism from those closest to him, especially Belle Black, Martha Madison. Belle, still processing the emotional turbulence of their past, has a hard time fully embracing this new EJ. She remembers the EJ she once confessed her love to, but that confession was made while he was unconscious, trapped in the limbo of his coma. Now that he's awake, Belle has a chance to confirm her feelings, but the question remains: will EJ truly accept the love she offers? Can he forgive himself for everything that has come before and accept that Belle might love him in spite of his past? In a heartfelt moment, Belle will open up to EJ once again. She will remind him that she confessed her love for him when he was in a coma, and despite everything, she still feels the same. But the real test lies in EJ's reaction. Can he accept her feelings and move forward with her? Or will his darker side resurface when he least expects it? As the tension between them builds, we can feel the storm brewing in Salem. EJ's transformation has opened the door for redemption, but redemption is never easy, and it will take more than just promises to rebuild trust. For Belle, it's a delicate balance between hope and skepticism, a feeling shared by all who are watching this slow but intense evolution. Johnny's growing doubts about fatherhood, while Belle and EJ's emotional roller coaster continues. Johnny DiMera, Carson Boatman, is facing his own set of challenges. The young man, who has been eagerly awaiting the adoption of Sophia and Tate's unborn child, is now starting to have serious doubts about his readiness to be a father. Recent events, including the adoption paperwork being signed, have sparked a wave of anxiety in Johnny. He's worried that he may not be prepared to take on the responsibility of raising a child. His doubts intensify as he starts comparing himself to the powerful and dominant EJ, whose influence looms over Johnny's every decision. He's afraid that he won't live up to the fatherly examples set by his father and grandfather, and that fear is pushing him into a deep spiral of self-doubt. As viewers know, Johnny has always struggled with stepping out of EJ's shadow. Now, with the adoption moving forward, Johnny's fear of not being a good father is growing, and the weight of the situation is causing him to question everything. Will he be able to step up and prove himself as a capable father, or will his doubts prevent him from fully embracing his new role? Johnny's self-doubt isn't just about parenting. It's also about his own identity and where he fits into the legacy of the DiMera family. He's always been under the pressure of following in EJ's footsteps, and now, with this child on the horizon, Johnny's insecurities are coming to the forefront. Will he find the courage to embrace fatherhood, or will his fears cloud his judgment and prevent him from fully committing to the future that awaits him? Meanwhile, as Johnny grapples with his doubts, the ripple effect of his insecurities is felt by those around him, particularly his fiancée, Chanel Dupree, Raven Bowens. Chanel's excitement about the adoption is tempered by Johnny's growing anxiety, and she is forced to navigate the emotional turbulence that is sweeping over him. Can Chanel help Johnny find his confidence, or will the uncertainty surrounding their future drive a wedge between them? A heartfelt bond between Chanel and Pelina amidst all the uncertainty. One relationship seems to offer some stability and warmth. The bond between Chanel Dupree, Raven Bowens, and her mother, Pelina Price, Jackie Harry. As Chanel navigates the emotional turmoil of expecting a child, she turns to her mother for support. And Pelina, ever the loving and protective figure, reassures Chanel that she will be an amazing mother. Pelina is already eagerly anticipating spoiling her grandchild, and her enthusiasm is palpable. But not everything is guaranteed to go smoothly in Salem. While Chanel is excited about the adoption, there's still the potential for a dramatic twist. Sophia, the birth mother, may have a change of heart as her connection with Tate grows stronger. This looming possibility adds a layer of tension to the situation, leaving viewers wondering, will Sophia back out of the adoption, or will Chanel and Pelina's dreams of expanding their family come true? In this emotional moment, Pelina's unconditional love for her daughter shines through. Pelina has always been a strong, independent woman, but now, as she prepares to become a grandmother, we see a more vulnerable side of her. Her bond with Chanel is undeniable, and it's clear that Pelina will stop at nothing to ensure that Chanel feels supported during this overwhelming time. The warmth of their mother-daughter relationship contrasts sharply with the uncertainty surrounding the adoption. Will Pelina's optimism prove to be the anchor Chanel needs to hold on to, or will the emotional turbulence of the situation pull them both under? Rafe and Jada's difficult goodbye elsewhere in Salem. The fallout from Rafe Hernandez, Galen Gehring, and Jada Hunter's, Elia Cantu, relationship continues to unfold. After a series of misunderstandings, emotional outbursts, and confessions, Jada will sit down with Rafe for a difficult conversation. She will express her desire to break up, citing the overwhelming drama that has plagued their relationship. Rafe, not one to give up easily, will try to convince Jada to stay, but deep down, he knows that their bond has been fractured beyond repair. Jada feels that it's better for both of them to part ways and move on with their lives. The pain of their separation is evident as they say their final goodbyes. Their relationship, once full of promise, now ends in a bittersweet farewell, leaving both characters questioning what went wrong. The emotional tension between Rafe and Jada culminates in this difficult moment, reminding viewers of the harsh reality of love in Salem. While some relationships flourish, others are torn apart by secrets, lies, and misunderstandings. Rafe and Jada's breakup is a powerful reminder that not all love stories have a happy ending. For Rafe, the pain of the breakup is compounded by his feelings of failure. He truly thought that Jada was the one for him, but now he's left to pick up the pieces of a shattered relationship. As Jada walks away, Rafe is left wondering if he'll ever find love again, or if he's doomed to repeat the same mistakes. This goodbye may not be the end of their story, but it's certainly a defining moment in both of their lives. Bo's unexpected news and Hope's positive prognosis finally, in a shocking twist, Sean Brady, Brandon Beamer, receives unexpected news about his father, Bo Brady, Peter Ruckel. Hope Brady, Christian Alfonso, who has been by Bo's side throughout his recovery, calls Sean with an update that brings some much-needed optimism. Bo is awake, and while he still has a long road ahead of him, the doctors are hopeful about his recovery. Sean, overwhelmed with emotion, finds comfort in Hope's words. After years of uncertainty, the news of Bo's awakening is a beacon of hope for the entire Brady family. While there's still much to be done, this is a moment for celebration. For Sean, Hope's positive outlook on Bo's recovery offers a glimmer of light in the darkness, and the possibility of reuniting with his father gives him hope for the future. But as Sean celebrates this glimmer of hope, there's still a sense of uncertainty in the air. Bo's recovery won't be easy, and it will take time for him to regain his strength. For Sean, the journey ahead is filled with hope, but also with a sense of trepidation. Will Bo fully recover? And if so, how will his return affect the Brady family dynamics? Conclusion: a day of drama, doubt, and hope as we wrap up this detailed recap of April 24's Days of Our Lives episode. It's clear that Salem is once again filled with complex emotions, personal transformations, and unexpected twists. From EJ's struggle to prove he's a changed man to Johnny's anxiety about fatherhood, the episode was a roller coaster of emotions. Chanel and Pelina's heartwarming bond, Rafe and Jada's painful breakup, and Bo's unexpected recovery all added layers of depth to the episode, making it one to remember. With so many storylines in play, it's impossible to predict what will happen next in Salem, but one thing is for sure: drama is never far behind. Thank you for tuning in to today's recap. Make sure to check out our next video for even more updates on Days of Our Lives, and be sure to subscribe for all the latest news and spoilers. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.